Guiding your clients with pricing decisions is one of the most important aspects of your job. Use your Realtracs tools to search, analyze, and present those properties with confidence. To run a quick CMA, click on Additional Search Options at the bottom of your quick search bar. That's going to take you straight into our search screen. From here, utilize your center tool on the right-hand side of your map to type in your subject property. Select that address from the drop-down, and that's going to take your map and put a blue pin on top of that subject property. From here, simply use your navigational tools to zoom in or zoom out to get your map close to your subject property. Once you have it where you would like it, use the button at the top of your screen that says Search This Area in blue to see those on-market properties around your subject property. Of course, it's a CMA, so we can't just see what's on the market. We have to see what are these properties actually closing for. So to add those off-market statuses, utilize your search magnifying glass in the upper left-hand corner to bring down your search panel. From your panel, click on Listing Statuses where you can check the box of any of the off-market statuses you want to add. Remember, when you're adding an off-market status, make sure you select a time period. Once you add those, simply update your search by clicking the blue search button at the bottom of your panel. Now, you want to see that quick and easy CMA? Go to that three-dot more menu and select CMA. I know what you're thinking. That is the quickest and easiest presentation I've ever made. Now, wouldn't it be nice if they were all that easy? But sometimes you have to do a little more discovery before you can even search for those comparable properties. So I have another way to start your CMA. From your dashboard, let's type in the address of your subject property. Once you type it in, you'll select that address from the drop-down. When you're working with sellers, you'll be brought to our off-market property report. This is where you can find all of that property information. Things like, when did it last sell? Where is it located? If you come on down about halfway through the report, this is your gold mine here, the sales history section. You'll be able to see how this property sales history has changed over time, but your biggest impact is going to be at this top blue MLS number. If you were to click on that, that's going to take you into the last listing report for this property. Here is where you can find all of the property information you need. How big is it? How many bedrooms? How many baths? Go through the photos, get an idea. What does this home look like? Read everything the previous listing agent said about it. Once you've educated yourself on the subject property, you can get out of this old listing report by clicking the back button in the upper left-hand corner. That's going to bring you back to this off-market property report. Now, I feel good about searching for some comparable properties for this home. So let's go searching. Use that back button in the upper left-hand corner that says Map. That's going to take you into our search screen. Drop a blue pin where your subject property is. Now, you guys already know the drill. Use your zoom in and zoom out to get an area around your property. You can also even just take your mouse and move it around to adjust even more of what you're looking at. When you have your map where you would like it, search this area at the top to get those on-market properties surrounding you. Don't forget to add those off-market properties. Click on your search magnifying glass to bring down your search panel, go into your listing status, and select the off-market properties. Don't forget, add those time periods. Once you've selected that, update your search by hitting the blue search button at the bottom of your panel. This is a lot of properties. To easily analyze your results, use the three-dot more menu in that right-hand corner and select the one you're not going to want, but you're going to love, Stats, the third option down. This is going to be your favorite stats report because our stats report will give you an area overview where you'll be able to easily see the properties broken out by their statuses. And based off those statuses, you get to see what's the average home like in this area. But you can also see what are the outliers of the properties I've selected. You can use this data to now narrow down your search results for more properties with same criteria as yours. From this stats report, you can start narrowing down your properties by putting in criteria. Use the search magnifying glass in the upper left-hand corner to bring that panel down. Now from here, just put in one criteria at a time. When you put in that criteria, update your search, and you'll go back to your panel until you get it down to a very reasonable amount of similar properties. Now from here, let's get out of just the numbers and dig into the properties themselves. Click on the arrow button that says results in the upper left-hand corner to take you to those listings. Let's have some fun and dig into them. Utilize your grid view to see all about the properties. Utilize your list view to easily see the property criteria. You also have the map view where you can see where they are in location plus the listings themselves. As you go through, simply select the checkbox of the property that you want to include in your listing presentation. You'll just select a few or how many you think are perfect. Once you've selected the ones that you like, now we get to create that CMA presentation. Go back to your three-dot more menu and click on CMA at the top. Pretty easy, right? Did you know you could actually customize the CMA presentation? That's right. How you do that is by customizing it with the settings tool gear in the upper right-hand corner. That's going to bring up a box where you could type in your agent information plus the client and property information. Simply fill out the blanks with the client's name and some of the property criteria so they'll be able to easily and quickly see how does my home compare to the homes that this agent picked. Once you fill out all the fields you want, you'll hit Save. As you can see in each of the statuses, you've got a line for the subject property, so again, they can visually look at and say, I am like this property. I see why they picked it for me. But what if they don't want to just see the numbers? Well, let's look at the actual listings. Each of the MLS numbers, they're live and clickable. If you were to click on it, it actually brings up that listing report of the home you said, this is the perfect comp. You can do that for every single one of the properties. We even give you the average and median of all the criteria. It's so great, you're not going to want to keep this to yourself, so you can share it, create an electronic link by clicking on the share option, upper right-hand corner. This creates a link that you can now email to your client. You can also print off a copy of this and go talk to the client face-to-face. Now, this is actually just one way you can create a CMA presentation in Realtracs. To create a more interactive presentation, you can actually use our third-party tool called Cloud CMA. To do that, we're going to get back to our results by utilizing the results arrow in the upper left-hand corner to bring us back to our search screen. To get to creating a Cloud CMA, we're going to go back to that three-dot more menu. If you haven't figured out already, when in doubt, go look at that three-dot more menu because it's probably going to be there, whatever you're looking for. From that drop-down, select Cloud CMA. Once in Cloud CMA, you'll simply follow the steps to create your listing presentation. First, put in your client's name and their property information, just like we did with that first report. Don't forget, even add a cover photo of their property so immediately it personalizes it to them. As you scroll down, you'll see those properties that you selected from Realtracs being brought over. Simply hit Fetch Listings, and it's going to bring all of that property information over. From here, you can actually add a suggested list price. Look at the listings themselves that you picked. You can organize them by dragging in and dropping them in the order you would like to present them. You can open up notes and adjustment to read about the property. Put in your own thoughts. This is the same floor plan as yours. This has been updated. Do that for every property. Maybe you even found an off-market property that's closed, but it was a perfect comp. Add it to your presentation by adding the listing. Hit that customized report where you can really put your touch on this listing presentation. From here, you can pick the color theme, the layout of the properties, even the font. As you come on down, you can open up the pages and get a preview by clicking on the title of the page so you can see exactly what it looks like. If any of the pages say edit, you can go in, click edit, and change what you want that page to say. As you're scrolling through here and you run across one, actually, I don't think they need this page. They know how to contact me. Get rid of it by clicking that red minus sign. You can go through and do that for all the pages that you want to remove. Did you know you can actually add pages to your report too? You can go to the table of contents on the left-hand side, open up any of the pages, and simply hit that add button to add that page to your report. Now, let's let Cloud CMA do all the hard work by hitting Publish Report. That's going to take all of your listings and all of your pages and put together the report for you. Once your report is published, you do have a few ways that you can go about sharing and presenting this CMA presentation to your client. One way is by clicking on the View PDF option. That's going to present it in a PDF format where you've got the individual pages to look and read over. You could print it off, save it to your desktop, put it in a folder, go talk with the seller, and look at the properties together. That's your View PDF option. You have another option that's a little more interactive, and that's View Live. In the live version, you can actually walk through this presentation on your computer. Utilize the navigation on the left and right bottom corners to flip through the pages. Or go straight to the table of contents by clicking on the three lines in the upper left-hand corner and clicking on the section you want to jump into. In the comparable section, you have a pin where you can even point out some things. It will tell you what's closest, what's most expensive. You can open up the reports by clicking on the address to get the full listing report. What if you're sitting there and they ask you, well, why in the world did you not pick the house down the street from us? Why did you not include that in the listing presentation? In this live comparable view, click on Map to bring up a live map that will show all the properties that have been on and off the market. You can click on the dot of the home that you want to see, and you could say, actually, I didn't pick it because it's actually a little smaller than yours. That's why. Or you could even say, you know what? Now that I'm here, this is the perfect comp. Let's add it right now. You can do Include Comp. It will add it to your presentation and adjust all of your suggested list price to include that comparable property. Take some of that stress off your hands by doing this together. In this live view, if you can't meet face-to-face, do it virtually. Go back to the table of contents by clicking on those three lines, and at the bottom of the drop-down, start the meeting virtually. You can do it Zooms, Teams, Hangout. Don't miss that listing presentation just because you can't meet face-to-face. For more in-depth training on our CMA tools that are available to you, take our Realtracs CMA class and receive 2 hours of CE credit.